Hey TCS TV viewers, it's Dave from the camera store. Today I'm talking about the latest 23mm 1.4 lens from Fujifilm and the X-T30 II. I'm always really excited to get my hands on new gear to play with and test out, and in this case it's Fujifilm's latest two products. We have the brand new XF 23mm 1.4 LMWR lens, and we also have the brand new Fujifilm X-T30 II. So between these two items we have a lot to talk about, mostly about the lens, so let's get into it. First off, let's talk about this brand new body. Well, it's not really a brand new body or a new camera from Fujifilm. It's basically just a minor tweaking of an already fantastic little camera, the X-T30. Now what they've done with this version here is they've put in a little bigger memory, so the buffer's a little bit better on it. We do have a nice new LCD screen. We go from 1 million dots from the X-T30 up to 1.6 million dots on the X-T30 II. We also gain a few little tidbits, things like new film profiles that we saw in the X-T4, things like Eterna and bleach bypass and classic neg. But it really is just a minor tweaking and update of a camera that's already really cool. I am much more excited about this brand new 23mm lens. Why am I so excited about this lens? Well, a 23mm lens on the Fujifilm's APS-C sensor gives me a 35mm equivalent on a full-frame camera. Now, if you've been following our channel for a while, you know that 35mm is my favorite focal length. It's one that I prefer over just about everything. It's my desert island focal length. If I had to choose one lens, that's what I would choose. And the reason behind it is that I find it the perfect focal length for capturing life. It really feels like you're right there. A 50mm lens more closely represents what the human eye sees perspective-wise. However, we see a little bit wider than a 50mm allows us to, so I find 35mm is perfect for capturing life. Think environmental portraits and people in their workplace, that kind of environment, you really feel like you're right there. And with a 1.4 aperture available, it still allows me to use depth of field to draw attention to what I want people to concentrate on in my image. So that's why I like 35mm equivalents so much. Now let's get into the basic build and design of this lens. The full name of this lens is the XF 23mm f1.4 LMWR lens. Let's break that down a little bit. So right off the bat, this lens is a really nice size. Now it's bigger and heavier than the 23mm f2, but it's only 380 grams, so it still feels really nice on the camera. It's only about 77 millimeters long, so it's not very big and bulky, which I quite like. We have the usual XF series with the aperture ring here and the focus ring, and we do have the supplied hood that comes included with it, making it look kind of badass actually, if you ask me. This lens does feature a 9-bladed circular aperture, which is going to give us really nice fall off and background blur. If you take a look at these shots here, as I sort of stop down, you can see how this really nice graduation from the out of focus areas really shows off the smoothness of that, especially when I get closer to things. Now this lens can focus down to 19 centimeters, which is really nice and close, and it allows me to put some really cool foreground objects into a frame, for instance, and really get a nice look to it. This lens does have the WR designation, meaning that it is a weather-resistant lens, so I have no fears or worries about taking it out in bad weather or if it's slightly raining. It's not going to harm it whatsoever. It is relatively small, that we do have a 58mm filter thread, so that's going to keep your filter prices down a little bit instead of those big monster 82mm filters found in some other big lenses. Now, all these size and dimensions aside, what really matters is what's inside the lens as far as the optics go, and it's a brand new lens designed from Fujifilm. We actually have 3 aspherical elements and 2 ED elements, or extra dispersion. What this means is that we're going to get really nice clean images that are very sharp and well corrected. Now when I get a new lens, I really like to kind of put it through a torture test to see what it's capable of. If you take a look at here and we look at between the highlights and the lowlights, how quickly they fall off, we don't get that really harsh green or magenta hue that we often get when we're shooting things like this with lesser lenses. Fuji's done a great job in making that corrected, and it looks fantastic. And also when I take a look at the sharpness of this lens, it's not disappointing me at all. These are incredibly good lenses. I like how sharp they are, and the detail I'm getting out of it is very impressive. This lens is one of their newer LM lenses, and that stands for linear motor. So that rather than rotating the focusing elements, it is now in a linear motion. It pushes and pulls those elements back and forth. Now it allows for faster focusing, and it's a lot quieter. Take a look at these two tests here as we go from the minimum focusing distance, which is very short at 19 centimeters, to maximum, to infinity. And you can see how quickly it can rack focus back and forth. It's really impressive to have, and it helps with the whole experience of shooting with this lens. After spending some quality time with this combination, what do I think of it? Well, the X-T30 II is very similar to what I was used to, and the extra resolution on the screen didn't really make a big difference to me, and the extra buffer didn't really make much difference either, but I do like that they keep improving, and that goes true with the 23mm lens as well. Now, it's no secret, I do love this focal length, and that's a big reason why I like this lens, but it's also given me the performance that I want. Now, it's interesting that Fuji already has two other really decent options in the 23mm. They have one of my favorite lenses has been the 23mm f2 WR lens, because it's very small and the image quality is fantastic out of it. It really complements these cameras. They also have the original 23mm 1.4 lens. However, it's starting to show its age a little bit and it's not weather resistant. This is a brand new design from Fujifilm, and I like that they're doing that. They keep innovating and keep updating things and giving you the best that they can offer. So it's a really nice addition to the Fuji lineup, and I think it's going to find its way into a lot of photographers' kits. Now, I of course want to know what you guys think of these two new products from Fujifilm. Were you hoping for an X-T40? Are you okay with the X-T30 just getting a minor upgrade? And with this lens, is it going to find its way into your kit anytime soon? It is a fantastic lens, and I think you should take a good look at it if you're in that marketplace. Now, make sure you leave comments down below, follow us both on Instagram, and please subscribe and hit the notification bell. We'll catch you again next time. Hey, thanks for sticking around and watching this episode. If you want to check out our more recent work, click up here. And if you're Canadian and want to shop local, click down here at thecamerastore.com.